A rivalry was renewed on Thursday night, plus two of our area softball teams were in action in district play. It's coming up next on the Final Score, brought to you by Heritage Automotive.
Hey guys, I'm Kyle Hammock, General Manager here at Heritage Automotive, your Chevy GMC dealer in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. I'm from Marshall County, Tennessee, where I went to Cornersville High School. I attended Cumberland University. After Cumberland, I went into the United States Marine Corps to serve the country. After that, I went right back into the car business. I'm very familiar with the car business. I have been around the car business pretty much my entire life. And my commitment to you is to ensure the most competitive new and used vehicle pricing on the market, as well as the best service around. Well, we'll treat you like family here at Heritage Automotive in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
From the X Sports Network, this is the Final Score.
Welcome to the Final Score. I'm AJ Good, starting things off with high school baseball, where Summertown and Lawrence County met up on the diamond for the second time this season. They met up at the home of the Eagles, so Wildcats were going for the regular season sweep, but while the Eagles were looking to even up the series. Second meeting between the Wildcats and the Eagles this season, this time in Summertown. Here in the bottom of the first, the Eagles will strike first. Aiden Perez lines a single into center. That's going to bring home Ryder Blackwood as Summertown takes an early 1-0 lead. Two batters later, John Colby Stanley sends a ground ball through the right side for an RBI single. That brings home Perez to make it 2-0. But in the top of the third, the Wildcats strike back. Jack Emerson with a sacrifice fly into right. It's a good throw here by Ryder Blackwood, but Jasper Kilmer gets under the throw to score to make it a 2-1 Summertown lead. Next batter, it's Brooks Durham. Lines a shot here into right. That's going to get past for a double. It's going to allow Jake Moore to score to tie the game up at 2. Next batter, it's Brayson Rose. In the cleanup spot on Thursday, sends a shot down the left field line. That's going to get in for a double. Harrison Wiley. He's going to score all the way from second, so Wildcats take a 3-2 lead. Next batter, it's Hud Maddox, keeping the train rolling. They single into center. That's going to bring home Rose from second as Lawrence County extends its lead out to 4-2. Moving ahead to the top of the fourth. Moore at the plate with 2-1. Sends a fly ball here into center. It's deep enough to bring home Logan Clayton. So Lawrence County now extends the lead again to 5-2. Now on the top of the fifth, Jack Story at the plate. He sends a fly ball into center as well. That's deep enough to bring home Wiley once again. That's all the Wildcats would need as they go on to win it 6-2. Now to the Mustangs of Loretto, who are on the road on Thursday night as they visited an old district foe in Battle Creek. Loretto in familiar territory at Battle Creek on Thursday night. Here in the top of the second, no score. John Tucker at the plate. It's a high fly ball into left. That's going to get over the fence for a solo shot to give the Mustangs a 1-0 lead. But this game was cut off in the fourth inning due to inclement weather. Now over to high school softball, where the Lady Cats of Lawrence County were looking to stay hot within the district as they made the long trip out to Winchester to take on Franklin County. Lady Cats trying to stay on top within the district as they visited Franklin County. Here in the top of the first, bases loaded. Tevye Statham is going to draw the walk. Lily Lloyd comes on down the score, so Lady Cats lead it 1-0. Moving ahead to the top of the second, Callie Brown rips a double here into left center. That's going to bring home Lloyd, so Lady Cats now lead it 2-0. Moving ahead to the top of the fifth, game tied up at 2. Annie Lloyd with a double down the left field line. Elizabeth Hagan, she will score from second to make it 3-2 Lawrence County. Top of the sixth, Lady Cats start to break out. It's Lloyd with the bunt single. That's going to bring home Aubrey Dollar to make it 4-2. Then Brown at the plate. She lays down a bunt. That's going to allow Carly Van Pelt to score to make it 5-2. Joining the bunt parade, it's Hagan this time. A sacrifice bunt. That brings home Lloyd to make it 6-2. Now Brown on third. This pitch is going to get away on the pass ball. She will come on down the score. Lady Cats will have to hold on late to win this one 7-6. And also in big district road trips was the Summertown Lady Eagles looking to bounce back after a loss on Tuesday as they took on Forest. Lady Eagles looking to bounce back on the road at Forest on Thursday night here in the top of the first. Greenlee Taylor here with a ball into right. She would be thrown out at first, but May Rick scores give the Lady Eagles a 1-0 lead. Moving ahead to the top of the second, Emily Abbott. Sacrifice fly into right. That's going to bring home Hutchins to make it a 2-0 Summertown lead. Moving ahead to the top of the third. Tied up at 2, Reagan Stevens sends a single into center. Alyssa Corbin comes around to score. Make it 3-2 Summertown. Now in the top of the fourth, down 4-3, Olivia Woods sends a single into right center. It's going to bring home a pair of runs, putting the Lady Eagles back on top, 5-4. And Stevens at the plate, continuing her big night. Another single, a line drive into right center. That brings home another pair of runs. Lady Eagles now up 7-4. Moving ahead to the top of the seventh, where they start to break out. It's Stevens again, this time with a single into left. She's going to stretch it into a double. This throwing error is going to allow Corbin to score again. So Lady Eagles now lead at 8-4. Now up 9-4. Rick's at the plate with the bases loaded. A deep drive over the center fielder's head. That's going to one-hop the wall. Pair of runs come on down the score to make it 11-4. Later in the top of the seventh, 2 batters later, it's Izzy Garland with a deep drive into right that gets over the fence for a 3-run homer. It's all Summertown from there as they go on to win this one 14-4. That does it for the final score. Have a great day, and we'll see you guys once again tomorrow night.
This is the X Sports Network.